Good evening. Welcome back to Zay Reflections. Once again, if you enjoy the things that I share, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I wanted to share something as a side note, just as an encouragement. I was recently at the zoo in Salisbury, and there was a dead tree that was about 8 feet tall, and it was like a large stump, really. And there was a sign that the zoo placed there um, talking about how this tree, though it's dead, still contains life, and that there are over 1,000 species of insects and other living creatures living within the wood, providing food, shelter, and nourishment for those living creatures. So even though I was looking at what seemed to be a dead stump, because you really couldn't see anything living in this stump. But according to this placard, over 1,000 living creatures were using that dead stump to maintain their lives. And that has been sitting with me for a couple of days, this whole idea that even that which is dead contains life. Even that which seems to be over has possibility. And I want to share that as a meaning of hope for those who have experienced the death of something, the death of something that was valuable to you, something that was alive once but now is no more. Maybe a relationship, maybe a job, maybe something in your life that you valued once and no longer is. Maybe you've experienced failure or defeat. Maybe you look at your life and you say, "What have I done with my life? I've wasted so much time," and you feel like you've got dead time that can't be resurrected. I want to encourage you that whatever appears dead to you right now, there's life in it. 1,000 species are living within the death of that experience that you might have. There are 1,000 possibilities or more that can arrive from that moment of death, that moment of pain, that moment of regret. And today I was just thinking about, man, I wish that I didn't have to fail or make a mistake before I could learn from it. Oftentimes we do. We learn after the fact. I think oftentimes we would rather not make the mistake, not fail, not say the bad thing, do the wrong thing, have the wrong thought, make the wrong choice. And then later we learn wisdom from that bad choice. From that dead moment, we learn how to live better. And that is often the process of becoming a better human being. We learn through the process of death, making mistakes, making sometimes bad decisions, saying things that we wish we hadn't said, doing things we wish we hadn't done. And it's in those moments that we learn to become better. It's a very humbling experience. You know, we would like to live our lives as perfect angels, but that's not how life works. Sometimes we have to go through our own humanity to become better beings. I hope this encourages you because it's encouraging me, because I am surveying my life, surveying some areas in my pockets in my life where I've experienced death, where I've hurt and wounded people without even wanting to, where I've made choices in my life that I regret, where I have tried to be the better person and still ended up being somewhat of a mess, and you say, wow, how did I do that? How did I kill that? And then yet realizing there's resurrection available. There is a phoenix rising from the ashes of our choices if we will allow it to. I'm hoping this helps you for those who might have a death moment right now. Maybe there's something that feels dead and you're wondering, can it ever live again? Is there anything left here? Is there anything that's going to survive this moment? I want to encourage you that no matter what it is, there's life there somewhere. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I told someone tonight that I bumped into. He um, was going through a thing with his someone in his life, and their relationship came to an end. And I hadn't seen him in a while, and he was expressing his just his heart and what he was feeling. And I could see that he was dealing with the death of something. And I just gave him a little bit of hope. Well, I tried to anyway. I don't know if I did or didn't, but tried to give him a little bit of hope because I understood where he was coming from. And I can see the pain in his eyes and I can see the hurt in his voice. But he also said, I know I'm on a path and I know there's hope at the end of this. I know there's something else coming. I know that this isn't the end. And that to me is an expression of having hope after something has died. Resurrection comes, the phoenix rises. So be encouraged. If there's something in your life that seems dead, it's not over. Remember the image that I just shared earlier about the 8-foot dead tree that still had life in it. Still, there was still nourishment and still hope and still living creatures living in that dead thing. There's death and what is dead. There's life in what seems to be dead. Resurrection, the phoenix rises. Hang in there. Your story is not over. Your life is worth living. And your experiences, no matter what they have been, whether you failed, whether you've made mistakes, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And may you be a light of hope for those who can't see their way. Peace and blessings to you.